I forgot to hit record because I'm very stupid. Hello, people who are watching the recording. Don't worry, you didn't mitch much. Mitch much. Inco is giving Damien's relationship sass, and then he's like, I don't know what to get my own girlfriend. But the real part is they're just going to a mall. Not a lot has happened. It's been a lot of words and a lot of stuff we already know. I don't know, man. How about we get to the fucking meat of this dish? Enough potatoes, okay? These flashbangs were clearly not good for anyone, let alone myself. Maybe I'll bring them up when I get a chance to talk to Mr. Ferris. Capitalize on that counseling stuff he'd mentioned. For all I knew, it was some residual stuff that sparked off of Mr. Yadakon's death. Not like I was a therapist. I flashed my parents a thumbs up, and we took off into the mall proper. Randy, the girl master saint of the pains, was the first target. I wanted to pick him up some seasonings for the next cookout, but Mom and Dad made a mention of various grill accessories as well, so I let them tackle that angle. I'd also pass along that Damien suggested books from Randy's favorite novel series, which, interestingly, Dad also liked. He called dibs on that one and knew just where to look. How would he? Isn't he constantly working? How does he have time for a series of novels? I just got the impression that, like, they just worked and fell asleep. And that's it. That's all your parents did, Inco. They existed exactly as long as their workday. And no more. Probably for the best. I only have a vague recollection of the books he was reading while he was staying with me. We had a few specialty stores, and I was able to tackle the grill-related stuff pretty quickly. I wasn't positive if the spices were actually as good as the one I used at the cookout, but the overweight raptor working the section highly recommended them, so we went with it. Vinny was, thankfully, a very easy pick. We had a toy store, and I happened to find a whole section for the Power Raptors. I thought to grab the first action figure I saw, but I held off. I wasn't sure which one he did or didn't already have, so I skimmed a bit longer and hit the pay dirt. Wait a minute. Who the hell is this guy? Hold the phone. Longer and hit the pay dirt. Hold on, is the music not? I noticed this last time, and it's something that I'm going to fix right now, is that... Oh, no! Oh, that's just annoying. Can I boost audio in any way? Because, like, a big problem that I've always had with a lot of sound is it gain? Is it gain? Is it called gain when you make it louder? Because I've always had an issue. This has been a problem with Bandicam, that, like, just... Stuff I hear is really crystal clear to me. So if I just... Yeah, okay, that's what gain does, I think. Let's give it a couple of decibels. Just 2. 1. Like, I don't know, man. We'll settle with this for now. Moving on. I wasn't sure which one he didn't already have, so I skimmed a little longer and hit the pay dirt. This... Although this sounds like a very specific thing. Probably should have asked Damien, buddy. A toy dart gun set styled after one of those blaster weapons of one of the Raptors. I remembered at the cookout when me, Olivia, Damien, and Vinny used the dart guns to engage in an impromptu backyard war. With Liz getting the brunt. I, for some reason, love to imagine the idea of Liz's neck just being this massive clump in the sky, you know. Just this lump of wrapped around itself neck. Like you often see boss characters do. So, you know, you're in your giant target list, sorry to tell you. Slap on the back and all that. A smile pulled in my face at the memory. I don't know, the problem I have with a lot of what this guy does is he... Like, switch up your words for this, right? Like, you can say at his face from the memory. It works a bit better. Because the problem is that when I say that, when I try to vocalize it, or just think about it, using repetition creates meter. It creates a rhythm, right? A smile pulled at my face, at the memory. That's what you get. A toy dart card set styled after one of the blasters of one of the Raptors. It creates an implicit poetic meter if you do that too much. Maybe you can do it once or twice if you really don't have an option. Well, avoid it as much as possible. It just looks slicker. And also semantic satiation is your worst enemy. Put up your fists and punch that guy down into the ground and Or just avoid him. Just don't go into the back alley. I know, okay? It's a very fun thing to smile. But that guy is gonna... He's got words to say. And there's only a couple of words that are immune to it. Usually words that are used a lot. Like, no one fucking semantically satiates on but or the or I or a. Those words are immune. They're exempt. They're given the special... the platinum pass, you know? Liz may give me the stink-eyeing Christmas, but I think Vinny would like this. Doesn't he already have a dart? I mean, I guess the implication is that it's a more generic dart gun. Nerf! It's Nerf or nothing. I personally... Not a lot of TV watching happening around here, but man, those Nerf ads just... Why? Mom and Dad took my cue on the matter and got the attachments and a massive pack of supplemental darts. Perfect. Vinny will be able to terrorize his family for days with all this. I mean, do you want to make up? Or do you want everyone to consider you a war criminal for selling weapons to children? I mean, I guess you're not really selling them. You're more like arming the local militia. People don't take kindly to that, Inco. Damien was likewise pretty simple. A long list of video games on his to-get list, so the three of us just picked 3 games from the list and grabbed anything that looked or sounded good. Oh my god! Inco is the grandmother who got him! I got you the Power Rangers! Inco... This isn't Pokemon, this is Digimon!
Oh, but they all end in man, silly Damien. They all end in man.
That was enough. There was enough games. And listen, man, as someone who knows what Steam libraries can turn into, no, he'll forget about it in 2 days, and he'll go back to playing Warhammer 40k. Because that's his staple, you know. He'll play Rock Ring. I don't like how many people, like... listen, it's fine if Anon keeps hammering on about Rock Ring. It is not okay if we suddenly have fucking Reed play Rock Ring religion. Actually, no, doesn't Reed show up at his house? Or am I mixing that with another fic? I don't know. I might be getting confused. I don't... But when would they? I feel like this is canon, but I might be jumbled up because it was a mod. That was enough games to keep him occupied for the next year. Maybe. None of us recognize the franchises offhand, but Damien gave me the list himself. I trusted he knew what he wanted. I mean, considering how long that list is, that's $180, man, or 210. Or fuck, if Rockstar gets away with like 80, 90, $100, that's so much money, man. That's like weeks of groceries you just threw at like video games. Oh man, just get him a Switch. I don't know. I trusted he knew what he wanted. That left Liz, Sophia, and Olivia. Oh yeah. Why am I surprised? I like her not buying anything for your parents. I guess their gift is that they're giving shit. We had a bookstore next. I didn't have a good idea for Liz, and even less on offer for my parents to work with. We figured we'd just see what was in there. Damien had recommended a book series that Sophia talked about, but he wasn't really sure what volumes he had. That's always a risk. We resolved to just get the first 3 volume from each of us. Thankfully, that was all in stock. So another easy one to mark off for everyone involved. So, here's something someone told me once, right? Let me just... And I don't get this, okay? So I know someone, and he told me, once for Christmas, I got, you know, sometimes I get like a volume from a book series I like, you know. But he told me, you know, I think it'd be weird if someone gifted me the entire series, right? I sit there, and someone just throws the entire Harry Potter line at me. For some reason, he said, it feels facetious. It feels flippant. It feels... And I don't know why. I don't get it. And I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, what does it mean? Why is it that one book is this cute, thoughtful gift, but if you give him everything, it's like you stole something, maybe? Like you stole the opportunity to collect the rest? Like, it's done now? Why bother reading? I don't know. But that stuck with me. Admittedly... As I wandered the shelves to find anything that spoke Liz to me, I let my mind wander. What did Liz even like? She was smart, coordinated, knew what she wanted to a supernatural degree. up front and maybe honest to a fault. I would like to point out, listen, you know what, I'm gonna wait a little on this, but I have opinions about this chapter and how much of it is just fucking shopping. No, listen, the problem I have with this, right? Characters, plot, theme. Okay? Put those three in your head. That's the three main reasons you read something. And we're gonna get back to that. Because you might notice that not a lot of shit is happening in any of those departments. I guess at most we get, like, some explanation of what these characters like, but fuck if it's not verbose about it. When you really drill down into the crusty, rocky oil. This would work so much better if Damien was just fucking there to bounce off of. It really feels like one of those situations where someone said the scene does not work as it is. You should probably switch it up a little in some way. Like, do it with Liz. Wouldn't Liz make a perfect, like, going to buy gifts partner? Because it's like, you know, she knows the pains a bit better. She knows Damien. She could, inform on her own gift choices because she seems like the kind of person who might want to have that input. I know there's something cute about that. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's just like, listen, Inco, I just want you to buy something that you feel suits me. Like, sure, I could tell you what... I don't know. Missing opportunities. Like, this guy already wasted the chance of having the notepad, this physical representation of Inco's disability around. I don't know, man. It's like... Again, I feel that one of the steps to becoming a good writer is realizing you're fucking up and leaving good opportunities on the floor. There it is! Pick that grape off the ground! She was smart, coordinated, knew what she wanted to an almost supernatural degree. That's... Why would that be supernatural? It's just called being a Buddhist monk, my man. These guys are very normal, even though they can do some pretty funky stuff. Up front and maybe honest to a fault. Is she, though? She's restrained, I guess. But she doesn't... I remember my lunch day with her and Olivia, and remember how I wished that had gone better. And she had talked about some of her business plans. She was going to be an art dealer, taking artist paintings and then market and sell them to buyers of interest. Apparently, Mr. Ferris was happy to utilize his connections as a boost for the new business as soon as she was done with school. She's just gonna open a business at age 18? Who the fuck is paying for that, Liz? You're not getting a fucking loan for that at age 19 without a business degree or anything. Like, the person giving you that loan is expecting you to fuck up. In less than 6 months, Liz will be taking her business off the ground, and Jesus! Man, how ready is she? In less than 6 months, Liz will be taking her business off the ground, and she'd probably be some terrifying art magnate. It would suit her, though. She deserved it. She's out of high school, man! This is a connection-heavy business. Like, who is she talking to that she has an extensive enough connection? If she does, then yes, she does deserve it, because holy, that's impressive in this day and age. I found myself in books about art. I mean, she does draw. She was in the art context test, remember? Like, she does digital drawing. I found myself in books about art. My legs clearly following where my mind wandered. Skimmed the books as I strolled. Maybe I should get a book on businesses and startups. I shake my head at the notion. Liz would have probably already have read all of those. All of the ones I was likely to find her anyway. She said it herself that while she liked art, she was definitely focusing more on the business side. And see, that's what I mean. Here's the thing that I think is kind of interesting when you really think about it, right? Olivia apparently draws digitally. She does post. Olivia almost definitely draws traditionally in several styles because it's implied that she uses ink with her claw. She does conventional painting. She seems to have interest in different kinds of painting. Like, Olivia is a very broad artist when you get right down to it. Compared to, Liz, who, I mean, to be honest, digital artist I may be, I have in fact used pen and paper and, pencil and paper. It's just fun. Mixing up media, it's such a different experience to draw with a pencil or a pen compared to a plastic-ass tablet. It's just something, man. A history of art and its dealers. I mean, not a bad idea, actually. I'll give him points. I'm nearly at the end of the row when I spotted a book on the end cap. A history of art and its dealers. There's a picture of a marble bust of probably some famous dino under that I recognize. Why can't it be a human? But that subject matter was perfect. I flipped it over, and sure enough, the description felt right. investigative history into the world of art dealers. Passion, greed, artistic fervor. Different methods for how they valued art and more. Is it also going to talk about modern art being used to house large amounts of rich people money to launder it for tax purposes? I hope that part's in there too, buddy. I mean, in a way, it's always been about that. No. In Yonder yesterday, it was about people having giant fucking egos and like, I can't take a picture, draw my face, so my children can know who got them their big fucking payday. And hang me over the fireplace, where I'm most likely to catch fire. There was a non-zero chance she already had this, but it felt like a good gift choice. Even if she had a copy, it would show an earnest effort to give us something of meaning. And that was the point. I grabbed the book and navigated back to the house to find my parents. Mom had found the book series Sophia had been interested in, and Dad nabbed his own gift for Randy. Didn't you already get him like a couple of gifts, seasoning, and some accessories? Don't go too heavy, buddy. Man, that's a lot of emoji. That's a lot of emoji, buddy. We found our way to the front and handily paid for the Book of Palooza. It's like, what, 4 books? Come on, man. I like that he called... I mean, to be honest, I feel this is worth pointing out, but characters exaggerating things that are perfectly mundane because they're fucking stupid is great. I love that, okay? I love it. I love it when a character goes into a store and like gets a normal amount of groceries and like, how the fuck are you paying for this? It's like, this is like, what, 50 bucks? For a week? What are you talking about? It's like, man, I can't afford that. I get like $10, like a giant bag of dried ramen. And I consider that a luxury. I carried the bag as we rounded the exit of the outlet. Back into the mall proper when I ran face first into the extended snout of a brachiosaurus that was entering head first. You think he would notice you more if he's going head first? I stumbled backwards, landing on my butt! Uncle Phil, we gotta kick this man's butt! My parents were quick to rush to me and make sure I didn't break my neck for a 3rd time. Because, remember, he slammed into the door with his face. This poor man, this poor fucking man, can just not avoid getting injured. Or tired.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry!
The dinosaur apologized. I lifted myself... Oh shit, it's Liz. How would you not immediately recognize her? Her palette is extremely specific. Hold the phone. When I say hold the phone, do note that at times I will throw the phone at you. Full force with a swing of my arm. There will be no apologies, just banana slammer, as they say. Is there a Liz full? I don't think there's a good Liz, like, full body. Full body. No, I don't think there's a good full body for Liz. I think I could find one on the website, though. Wani. No, not gonna work either. Yeah, but like Liz is a pretty specific palette. In case you don't know, I don't know what color exactly her hair is. Like if it's you know, pink or purple or just red, but it's pretty vibrant together with the green and yellows that make up her body. You know, I don't know, man. She could do a better job color coordinating a gosh dang skirt, though. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I lifted myself up and collected the bag before squaring myself out so I could apologize for not paying attention. That plan derailed as I stooped for the bag when I heard her call my name. Inco? Oh, hell, it was Liz. Why is that a bad thing? Also, that's still uppercase because that's still the first letter of a name. I looked up, and sure enough, it was the teal-scaled, red-headed head floating above me as her body caught up to the store proper. I returned the greeting. I slurred speech. It's been 4 days! Honestly, this is like the second fucking fic I'm reading where it's like, it's been 2 days, okay? Things don't move that fast. Breathe! Stop running marathons in 2 minutes, please. Again, I think Wani and Snoot game, they let things shit breathe. Now, Goodbye Volcano High, ironically, is like the complete opposite. It takes place over the course of a year, and you don't get any sense that a year has passed. In, like, the worst possible way. Like, man, that story has some issues actually communicating timelines. Man, someone's complaining that Fortnite doesn't have enough lady furry skins. You know what? Pat for you, buddy. Pat for you. The 4 new ones, the Tanuki Nyanja from Battle Pass, Snoop Dogg, Messi the Raccoon, Christmas Bird, Doberman, Meowdas, Phantom Guff, Andy Fangerson, 3 Birds, Meowtooth, Lizik, Safety First, Steven Cerbers. It's a list of male furry skins since the last feminine, not even considered female furry skin, from March 2024. Poor guy. Poor lesbian, as they say. She took clear stock of me now, face regressing. Regressing from the initial stride. It's a really odd verb to use. Like, you know what? I love using verbs, a little fancy boy. I love swinging it around town, but that ain't gonna work. To a neutral smile. I mean, you could regress to the neutral smile, but regressing from initial shock, a bit less so. To a subtle disappointment. Yeah, fair enough, Liz. I didn't expect to run into you out here. I heard you were awake, but I didn't know you were going out. Damn it, Damien! I know I'm not actually important to this, but could you keep your girlfriend up on current events? Honestly, I gotta. This fic has made the Liz-Damien relationship look really bad. When I originally thought this, like, you know, Liz is the brains and Damien is the heart. But now he's not even that. Now he's just a gormless man. He's without gorm, in all senses. As I pulled my phone out, Liz shot me a confused look. You know our son? Liz was shaken from her examination of what I was doing and brought back to the 2 adult humans in front of her. Holy shit, it's a human in the story. Oh man. Sorry, after Sally, I just didn't know there were humans around. Oh, you're Inco's parents. Of course, I'm sorry. I'm a friend of his from school, she answered, putting on a companionable smile. What a word. I do love learning new words. Friendly and sociable. Nice. Well, she didn't immediately throw me in the garbage, so I'll take it. Again, I have my phone out and stylus at the ready now. Sorry, took a sec. How you been, Liz? Inco noted. I should get out an air horn and just go bah, 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 every time he uses that verb. Nothing else deserves it. She read the message and looked back at me, smile faltering. I could see the confused wheels turning in her head before she settled on the likeliest explanation. And there it is. Her eyes went wide and her mouth opened slightly. Damien didn't tell her that little tidbit either? Man, I'm gonna team up with her and tell you a new one later. Oh god, I'm sorry. I didn't... Damien didn't say... But to her credit, she clearly was upset about the news on that. Hang on. I noted to her. I turned to my parents and jotted down an explanation. It was Liz, Damien's girlfriend. She hasn't seen me since the formal. They nodded, taking the information in, and then I extended an offer to Liz, turning the phone screen back to her. Want to find a place to sit down for a minute? Alright, I think we can turn on a brand new song. Because this one has been on for a while.